What's up, nerds?
Welcome
We're back with Witches and Wizards.
Ooh.
I always have to, we have to do echo now. I feel like it's required. I feel like we have to.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And today we're doing a special segment
Just to open. Warm you guys up, you know.
Just to get y'all in the mood, so to speak.
Right.
But Max is going to be heading up this segment. So, Max, why don't you tell the fine folks?
All right. This is something I've been wanting to do since the first episode. We wanted you guys to be acquainted with us before you figure out how horrible and debaucherous I am.
Yeah, just Max's.
Yeah.
Me.
Although you're welcome to pop in and agree or disagree.
Oh, I will.
We're calling it the Max Moment.
The Max Moment.
Where I just talk about various franchises and their fictional characters that I feel particularly lustful over.
Damn, lustful is crazy, actually. Lustful? Just say they're attractive.
No.
Oh, God.
I want to fuck them.
Oh, no, Max.
In the biblical sense.
Oh, okay. In front of God.
Yeah.
All right, sick.
All right. I'm pretty sure everybody's expecting me to start with Red Dead, but I'm not doing that.
Wow.
Anyway, I figured I'd start with something a lot of people like and can probably relate to, and that would be Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3. Dude, goated. Great game.
Great game. I haven't finished
Great
it
game.
yet.
I'm like 150 hours deep in my playthrough. I'm still not done, though.
I haven't finished it because I've been treating it as a Dungeons & Dragons dating simulator.
Clearly.
Anyway, I
Got your ass, bro.
at work and on the clock, looked up an entire list of all the characters in Baldur's Gate.
On the clock is insane.
On
Max.
a work computer.
On a work computer is crazy, bro.
And I wrote down pretty much every single major character that I think people would generally know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do a smash or pass with little to no elaboration.
Okay, smash or pass. With
All right.
Okay, all right, ready.
All right.
Fire.
Gale of Waterdeep. Pass.
Pass.
I don't fucking like nerds like that.
Yeah, he's too clingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asterion. Big smash. Who wouldn't?
We smashing up in here.
I love
Dude,
bisexual men.
I regret every day when we went to the fan expo and we didn't get in line for Neil Newbin.
Know.
Because
should've.
his line was like 100 people deep, though.
Yeah.
It was so long. We would have been in there
It
for
was
like
longer
3
than Keith
hours.
David's. That was a
Dude,
long ass line.
Yeah, it was long as all get out. Which, fair. He deserves it. But I was like, oh my God. I wanted love to meet him.
Mm-hmm. Next up, Karlach. Smash. Big smash.
Smash.
All day, all night,
Raw,
all the time
next
till the
question.
cows come home.
Raw, next
Passionately,
question.
with respect.
With respect. I love Karlach. She's the greatest
Oh my
character,
god,
dude.
she's my favorite. Every
She's
time I
so
try to romance
cool.
somebody else, she just worms her way back into my life. I'm like, I love you.
literally.
I can't do this to you.
You're like, I need every potion of fire resistant
I have
stat.
already written fan fiction about
Oh
her
my
and published it
God.
to AO3.
Oh my God.
Shadow-
We'll link her AO3 in the comments,
No,
chat.
I will not.
Yeah, if we get to
Anyway,
2,000 subscribers, we'll link Max's AO3.
Anyway, Shadowheart. Smash, it's a good smash. I'm not big on the Shadowheart fan train, even though every time I restart the game, she is all up on my dick and wants me so bad, but I think it's because I'm nice to her.
Dude, Shadowheart is like that one chick who, as soon as she sees that you're not available anymore, she jumps on you, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like as soon as
Yeah.
you start a romance with any other character, Shadowheart's like, hey, what about me? And you're like, dude, you've been a bitch to me for 3 days straight. Why the fuck would I even want to talk to you?
I get
Anyways,
it.
pass. Shadowheart, pass.
Lae'zel, super smash. I didn't
Dude,
like her at first,
I
but she
love
really
Lae'zel.
grew on me. Oh, yeah.
If you've met my wife, you know I like women who are mean to me.
Yeah.
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 But in a nice way, not in a bitchy way.
No, Naomi beats you and you love it.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Halsin, human form smash, bear form pass.
No comment, dude.
That's a
fucked.
double smash from you.
Okay, no.
Will, pass. He's too nice. That fucking little blowy kissy thing he does really. Anyway,
I've never romanced him, but him with the horns?
He's too.
Come on, bro.
He's hot. He is hot.
Good handles.
He is hot, but he's too nice. You
Too
say
nice.
you're not a bottom.
Pass.
Jahira, I think I'm saying her name right. Smash.
Okay.
She's got that MILF thing going on.
Okay.
Minsk, pass. He's.
What? Voiced by our boy, Matt Mercer.
I know,
You
but
pass on Minsk?
I don't know.
Mink skin Boo?
He feels like a little brother.
But he'll put Boo up your ass, the gerbil. You don't want to keister Boo?
I'm making a very disgusted face for the audience. Minthara, Super Smash. I love a bitch who's mean to me and doesn't want me.
Real.
I want her to...
Jesus Christ.
I want her to... That's a bad joke.
Don't. We're cutting that. We're cutting the... We're cutting that. I feel like we're cutting half of this segment. It was that bad, chat.
Carnus, Smash.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
No. Not off the top of my head. If I saw a photo. Carnus? Maybe I'm just not remembering right?
Chat, Google it now if you don't immediately know who Carnus is. I'm pulling it up.
Hold on. I'll pull it up too. We'll cut the dead air out, don't worry. I'm good at editing these.
I know it's impractical.
Oh my god, the Drider? The fucking Drider?
He's hot.
No, he's not.
Look at him.
Oh my god, dude.
I know it's impractical.
Oh my god. It's not just impractical, it's impossible.
Make it work.
You know, Loth could curse you and then you become a Drider.
Anyway, that Bard Tiefling Alfira, Smash.
Yeah.
Withers, pass.
Wow, you're gonna do my boy like that?
I know.
It's fucked up. He's just a homie. He's a sugar daddy. Damn.
Anyway, you know how whenever you're making the game and you can do the origin characters?
Yeah, like you can pick a character to play as.
The Dragonborn, Smash.
Dirge?
Yeah.
The Dark Urge character?
Yeah. Wow. Gortash, pass. He looks like a Redditor.
Fair. Yeah, he gives off neckbeard energy. Oh my god. Max just made the most devious face, so I know this next one is about to be atrocious.
The Mycodid Emperor, Smash.
Max.
I have to tell my dad not to listen to this episode.
Max, God, no. Not the Mycodid Emperor. Dog. I mean, that's
They're
one
like
way
if
to
a clicker
go.
was hot.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. Jesus Christ.
The Locathas you can find in Act 1. Pass.
Okay, thank God. I was shaking my head at Max vigorously.
Dame Aelin, Super Smash. We love a lesbian.
Slay.
Damon, pass, which is odd because I really like tieflings, but
Damon
he's short.
Like
I don't know.
Okay, fair.
Orin, Super Smash. I know she's like mentally horrible, but
but what? Okay, all right. Moving on.
Dribbles the Clown, Smash.
Pass.
The Drow twins, pass the brothers, smash the sister.
Wow. Okay. Way to show restraint.
My coworker asked that I point this one out. Pass Auntie Ethel. Because I was scrolling through the character list and they were like, who is that?
Oh my god. The hag?
The Emperor, pass.
Yeah, the Emperor's just not hot enough for the crazy shit. Like, yeah, no thanks. Also, tentacles.
Dame Aelin's girlfriend, Isabel, I think is her name. Smash.
Okay.
Mizora. Smash!
Okay,
Big
good to
smash.
know. Good to know.
Cazador, pass.
Okay.
Volo, pass.
Wow.
I know.
It's fucked up.
Ketherick Tom, smash, because we love J.K. Simmons.
Does he voice them?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Have you gotten that far?
No.
Oh, his intro is so good.
Is that in Act 3?
I think
or
so.
Act 2?
I think so. I haven't gotten that far. I've only seen clips because I keep on re-romancing Karlak. But I've seen clips and it's awesome.
You know you can just load a save, right?
I know. But also I just wanted to throw this out. I know he's from Mass Effect, but I just want to bring a special mention to Garrus Vicarian.
No. God damn it.
Smash.
The cockroach.
He's not a cockroach.
He looks like one. I don't get it. I've seen that
like to
internet.
do things.
Oh, please stop. Stop. No. Please stop.
He's buff. He's smart. He's nice. He's like a hot nerd.
Wow. The bar's in the ground. He's like a hot nerd.
You act like you wouldn't fuck the Iron Bull in Dragon Age Inquisition.
Never played it. I'm not a huge Dragon Age fan. I played Dragon Age Origins for like 3 hours, and I was like, this is okay.
But yeah, that's...
It's just not my type of game.
What a way to start an episode. That's
Yeah.
all I got for now.
Sorry for the absolute whiplash that last 10-ish minutes was.
It was great.
It was something. It was something, all right. Everyone's
don't think
creative.
I'll do this every episode, but I'll definitely do like a different like franchise or a game or a movie or something.
That's fair.
You know, for each moment.
I feel like that's totally viable. In that way, we keep our chat anxious.
Just like being friends with me. You never know whenever I'm going to go off on a horny tangent.
Yeah, that's actually too real.
I have to make sure I tell my dad not to listen to this episode, or at least the first 10 minutes.
I'm going to send him just the first 10 minutes. The raw, unedited clips.
Even with that one comment I made?
Even with the one comment you made. God damn. Jesus, that was fucked, actually.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was!
A little bit.
It's 2025! Anyways, we're getting canceled on our fourth episode.
Oh, yeah.
The woke mind virus is coming to get us, Max. Dude, did you see those Elon tweets?
I don't want to talk about them.
So lame.
I don't want to talk about it.
You could tell, like, as from a programmer.
I don't want to think about that walking
from
in
a programmer.
man.
So he, like, tweeted some dumb thing, like, where you remove a directory from your local Git database, like your Git repository. And he did it wrong. He got the syntax wrong. He like tweeted it wrong.
I don't know anything about coding. He clearly doesn't
know how the traceroute command works. It was so funny. He just does stuff to make him look cool, and then you're like, when you actually look into it, like more than the surface, you're like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. It's wonderful.
He makes people with high functioning autism look really bad.
Damn, that's crazy.
Maybe. I'm not going to say that.
I was about to say, maybe we shouldn't. I was
going to say something worse. I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, good. Thanks, buddy. All right. So, Max, what's today's topic?
We're going to be talking about our favorite movies and then elaborate on our movie hot takes because Caleb's a big fucking cinema snob. Whoa. Robert Eggers is his favorite director. And
one of my favorite directors. He's not my current favorite, but he is one of them.
I'm sure Caleb has a lot of hot takes. I'm a bit of a movie buff myself, but I don't care.
Do you even Letterboxd, bro?
I used to.
Wow. Sus. How dare you? Get back on Letterboxd. Follow me on Letterboxd, kids.
You just want a cult following on Letterboxd.
Yeah. I'm a white guy with a podcast and a Letterboxd account. Duh. All right, so we're going to do top 5, and we're going to start at 5.
All right, rock, paper, scissors for who goes first.
Okay, ready?
I don't have mine ranked. I just thought of mine on the fly.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Damn.
All right, I get to go first.
Max goes first for 5 of this list.
Mine are in no particular order.
It needs to be in an order. How dare you?
I had to call my dad to help me figure out what's my top 5.
Pick your least favorite of the 5 and put it at 5. And your most favorite of the 5, put it at 1. You know what I'm saying? And then call it, fly in between.
Okay. Number 5 would have to be Jurassic Park.
Fair.
That's the original one. The original one. Yeah. It's a great movie. I'm a big nerd about like learning how the dinosaur animatronics worked. It's also just a generally great movie, and it's scary, and I love the book. I'm reading through it for the first time, mainly because my 12-year-old brother is reading it a lot faster than I am, but he also doesn't work 40 hours a week, so...
Yeah, gosh. He has a brain that works. Ugh.
But yeah, great movie. I love it so much.
Great. I've been seeing this clip go viral recently where somebody edited out the velociraptors in the scene. Spoilers for Jurassic Park.
It's been out for
I
like
know,
40
years. Longer than we've been alive. But anyways, in the end scene where they like get cornered by all the velociraptors in the big atrium, and then the T-Rex comes and is like, rah, you know what I'm saying? They edited out the old velociraptors because that's not actually accurate to what they would, and they edited in like real raptors with like
the ones that are like the size of turkeys
with the feathers and stuff. And it was cool. It was really cool recently. I saw that like literally this week. I was like, that's a fun little clip. But yeah, Jurassic Park, great. An A1 example, prime example of practical effects still hold up.
Mm-hmm.
That whole movie still holds up.
Like whenever the T-Rex like first really shows up and he's trying to get into the car with the kids, and they shine the flashlight into his face and his like pupil constricts, it
Mm-hmm.
still looks so real.
And it's like you watch that movie and you're like, that's not a puppet. That's a dinosaur.
It
That is a
is.
real dinosaur. There's no way it's a puppet. And then you see the behind the scenes and it's just a big puppet machine. You're like, that is crazy,
I
dude.
love dinosaurs so much.
It's amazing what lighting can do.
Also, lately, my TikTok For You page, rest in power by the time this
R.I.P.
episode
the
comes
homies.
out, has my TikTok For You page has been filled with like the like Jurassic Park Zoo Tycoon game, but they're just releasing 2 different dinosaurs in and seeing which one wins.
I love that.
It's awesome.
Okay. Speaking of high functioning autism, moving on.
Is your number 5 going to be Dune?
My number 5 is not going to be Dune. My number 5 is going to be, drum roll, please, Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Really? That's a great movie.
It's a fucking amazing
That's a great movie.
I am a sucker for
I did not expect you to like that movie.
I love Wes Anderson. He's like one of my favorite directors.
That's like the only movie of
He's
his
above
that I
Robert
like.
Eggers.
Eggers? I barely know her.
Damn, that's crazy. But Fantastic Mr. Fox, it is the ultimate like feel good movie. Like I put it on and I'm happy. George Clooney kills it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm a sucker for stop motion animation, claymation,
Really good.
all of the above.
Oh yeah, like Wallace and Gromit.
I love Wallace and Gromit so much. The new one just came out. I haven't seen it yet. I really want to see it.
The one with the penguin is on Netflix now. I can't remember the name of that one, but the evil penguin.
Yeah. The
Murder Most Foul or something.
It was either that or it's the case of the walking trousers or something.
I've got Curse of the Were-Rabbit on DVD.
Yeah, Curse of the Were-Rabbit is good. Chicken Run.
All right, anyway, Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Fantastic Mr. Fox. Just great story. Really fun. I love the color palette, the symmetry. It's a great movie. Yeah, it's just like, if you haven't seen it, please watch it. And I love it too because, like, it's one of those movies where you could totally watch it with younger people or older people, and it's a good time for everybody. It's not just like a kid's movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Wes Anderson killed it. I think it's one of the most well done stop motion movies ever. That's my number 5.
All right. Moving on to my number 4.
Number 4.
Gonna have to say The Iron Giant.
Real.
So good. The story's great. It's got that fantastic old school animation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I literally cry every time I watch it, but I also cry watching almost every movie.
Yeah, that's real.
It's so good. It's so good, and it's nostalgic. And the older you get, the better the story gets.
Yeah, my mom's favorite movie is Iron Giant.
We love your mom.
Yeah, I love my mom. Shout out my mom. She's totally not listening to this
Shout
episode.
out your mom.
Shout out my mom.
All right, what's your number 4?
You don't want to talk about Iron Giant anymore? You got anything else to say?
What's there to say that hasn't already been said
I don't know.
about it?
Hogarth? Is he a smash or pass?
The child?
The child of the movie? Iron Giant, smash or pass?
Pass, but smash Dean.
Real.
Smash Hogarth's mom.
Slay.
Low key, smash Kent Mansley. Works for the government.
The redhead guy.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh my god, dude. Great movie. Love that. That scene where Hogarth is home alone watching the movie with the
That's
alien.
so good.
Always used to get me as a kid because it was like creepy and weird feeling. And
it
then
was really good at like the environment and the world building and like building that tension whenever he like leaves the house to go see what happened at the fucking power plant and he finds the giant.
Mm-hmm, just like
So
eating that
good.
and then he saves him. Oh, wonderful.
Oh, in the end,
You stay.
the part that always makes me cry is
I'm
whenever he's
crying.
like, I am not a gun.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
And whenever he's flying to the missile, and he's like, Superman. Shout out Vin Diesel. Maybe we can get him on as a guest.
Yeah, totally, definitely. Yeah,
I bet we could totally get Patrick Warburton on as a guest. I feel like we had a good rapport, the 3 of us.
Next time he's in town, we'll just bring the mics to
Yes.
the Fan Expo and be like, Pat,
totally
something for the
should.
pod. Something for the pod, bro. He'd be like, what's up? Great movie. Good
Yeah.
movie.
What's
For
your number?
Christmas last year, I 3D printed my mom an Iron Man bust with Hogarth sitting on
You
his
mean
shoulder.
Iron Giant?
Oh, Yeah. Iron Giant bust with Hogarth sitting on his shoulder, and I painted it for her. She really liked it.
Where's mine? I
You
had a
don't get
birthday
one.
coming up.
Everyone's got a birthday coming up, Max. What makes you so special?
Look at me.
All right, anyways.
All right, what's your number 4?
My number 4, pulling up my letterbox. Right now, Dune Part 2.
Okay.
It's so good. Lisa no Gabe. Lisa no Javier. He fucking carried that shit, dude. He carried that shit so much.
I really liked Doom Part 2. However, I liked the first part better. I
Which
know we've
is
talked about this before.
Crazy, actually.
I don't know. I liked them both a lot, but I liked the first one just better. I don't know. I just liked it better.
Denis Villeneuve, or however you say his last name, is also one of my favorite directors. It's a common theme. I have a lot of favorite directors, but his work, I really love. Arrival, you know.
Oh, I love
He did
Arrival.
that. He did a lot of good
My
stuff.
roommate made me watch it, and I'm so glad he did.
But yeah, Dune Part 2, it's just like such a great story. It's
Mhm.
paced really well. It's beautiful. The whole movie is gorgeous.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you could literally take a grab of each frame of that movie.
Did he do Mad Max Fury Road?
No.
Okay.
No. That's
It's
George Miller.
similar.
That's
Okay.
George Miller.
I don't follow directors.
George Miller has done all the Mad Max movies. Yeah. But Dune Part 2, like Paul Atreides, like you get to see him slowly become less and less stable.
Mhm.
I love it.
It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy that Lisan al-Gaib,
Yeah. And then
or at least telling him was.
the like practical effects mixed with the CGI, really good. The fight scenes with Austin Butler
The
and
popcorn
Timothy
buckets.
Chalamet, the popcorn bucket, dude, great movie. I think my favorite scene in the whole movie has got to be in part 2 when uh the, the mom is like zooted out of her brain and is like, you gotta take the spice, and Paul is like, no, 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 and then the sandworm lady like
They
extracts
essentially make him roofie himself.
the life water of life out of the sandworm. Like, I was like, whoa! It
That
just
was
looked
really cool.
it looked
And
amazing.
there's a third one coming out at some point, right?
Probably. Even if there's not, it's good as it is. Like, he doesn't have to make the next one. I feel like he's probably going to, because that check is going to be fat.
Yeah.
But Timothy Chalamet killed it. Zendaya killed it. I'm glad she got a bigger role in this one. Like, because the first one, it was like Zendaya and she talks like 8 times.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the first one too. Don't get me wrong. I have always been a Dune lover. But yeah, Dune lover. But the first one was great, and a lot of people hated on it. The second one, I felt very vindicated of how good it was. But yeah, shout out Timmy Tim.
Let's see, my number 3.
Number 3.
I'm gonna say, whenever I made this list, I did The Dark Knight, and then I've been thinking while you've been talking, and it's actually The Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Wow.
Listen.
No,
You're not listening.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Listen, I love the Nolan Batmans. They're fantastic. They're very well done. We love a practical effects king. Love Christian Bale.
R.I.P. the GOAT, Heath Ledger.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
R.I.P. the GOAT.
Yeah. Tom Hardy as Bane was completely inspired, but also Tom Hardy's a chameleon and can become anybody.
Literally.
However, the Batman, I think the director and Robert Pattinson really got the vibe of Batman and Gotham and that whole thing way better than Nolan did.
Yeah, I think, not to like harsh your vibe or whatever, Matt Reeves, the director of Batman with Robert Pattinson, really captured the like fun part of Batman, in my opinion, the like homicide investigator and like noir movie. Because if you take Batman out of that movie and you just watch it and it's not, it's just a guy.
It's a mystery. It's a murder mystery.
It's a noir movie. It's a classic, like, you know, The Big Sleep, like with Humphrey Bogart. Like, you could have put Humphrey Bogart instead of Robert Pattinson.
Very similar to like Seven.
Yeah, it's like great. I love movies like that. I saw that in theaters like 3 times.
Not to mention, like, the fights were really good. Robert Pattinson embodied both Bruce Wayne and like early Batman really well. The car chase was so good. I'm not a big like
The
car movie
penguin
car.
car chase? Yeah,
Yes,
dude.
so good. I'm
Where
not a
he
big car
like
chase person, but that
crashes
was
that
like one of the
18
best scenes
wheeler
in the
and then he
movie.
looks in the rearview mirror and it's just out of the fireball.
Yes.
And he's like, Colin Farrell's just like, what the
It
fuck?
was so good.
Dude, yeah.
I went to see that with my dad, and we were like holding each other. So I'm like, "This is so good." It was
Yeah.
so good. I love that movie.
My favorite part of that movie. Well, what's your favorite part of the movie?
Um,
I have mine, but what's yours? Because
God.
it's your pick, so I don't want to step on your toes.
Um, First thing that comes to mind is the penguin saying, "Do you not speak Spanish? It's La Rada."
La Rada. So
Uh,
fucking good. Do you not fucking speak Spanish? I have a terrible New York
Also,
accent.
Colin Farrell saying the moita. What moita?
Moida.
Let's see. Other than that, God. I can't pick one because Robert Pattinson's performance was so good, and also I'm so happy to be able to see Robert Pattinson actually be recognized for the fact that he's a good actor, and Twilight was just really shittily written.
This is the skin of a killer, Bella. Love that. Hey, bro's doing that for the check. Let's be real.
Yeah.
That check was fat. We know it.
Nobody liked being in those movies.
No
Have you
one.
seen the interviews?
Yeah. My favorite part of that whole movie, and I was watching it with my good friend Krishna. Shout out
Love
Krishna. We saw it like opening night or whatever, and the fucking
I wish I would have seen it in
the
IMAX.
thumb drive that got us so bad. Me and her laughed out loud in this theater, this packed out theater. There was like probably like 200 people in this theater, and it goes, "Oh, a thumb drive," and I was like, it sent me, dude. I was laughing so hard.
You were horrible to see movies with in
I'm
the
the
theater.
best to see movies with. Thank you very little.
We were trying to watch Nosferatu, a gothic horror, and you were giggling like a 12-year-old the whole time.
I giggle when I'm scared. Leave me alone, man. Shit, dude.
This man.
You have 3 nights.
Like, Nosferatu spoilers, skip ahead a couple
Skip
minutes.
ahead, like, well, no.
This lady is getting eaten by rats, and this guy's over here like, the whole
like,
time.
Hell yeah, dude. Badass. That was your 3?
Yeah.
That was your 3?
Love the Batman. Also, I'm a big Batman fan in general. I've played all the Arkham games several times. I've played the Telltale games. I've read a bunch of the comics. I love Batman.
Batman's good, and Christopher Nolan's Batman, fire.
Oh, it's fantastic. That one captured the essence of it better.
I just like Robert Pattinson's delivery of stuff as Bruce Wayne, because I feel like Bruce Wayne should be a pathetic character.
He is, but also in a lot of the comics, Bruce Wayne is a billionaire playboy.
Yeah, which is fair.
Like in a lot of the comics, even the classic ones, that's his mask. That's his mask. Bruce Wayne is Batman's mask.
Yeah. So good.
Anyway, you're number 3.
My number 3. We're going to stop, and this is going to be a weird one. So, yeah, my third is going to be The Artist. It's really good. It's a silent movie for the most part until there's sound, and it's about this guy who was a silent movie star, and then as Hollywood transitions from silent movies to talkies, he falls out of grace, and they cause him to not be as popular. And then this girl that he meets, who he was really nice to, she becomes famous and saves him. He is like kind of has panic attacks and is going crazy and tries to commit suicide.
Having a crisis.
In the climax, part of the climax of the film, he gets all the film reels of his old movies and watches them in his like L.A. Hollywood apartment, and then like
goes from there.
Tries to.
Let's avoid spoilers.
Yeah.
For the people who actually listen to our recommendations.
Yeah, definitely watch it. It's good.
It sounds good.
Skip, but yeah, it's really good. It's a great.
Kind of sounds similar to Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah, it's really. And the crazy part about it is that it's a movie about Hollywood, but it was done by a French director, and the people starring in it are French, so they aren't native English speakers. but it's like
Oh,
most
so
of the
they sound like this.
well, when they talk, they sound normal, but they
Oh.
only talk for a little bit during the movie. But it's a really interesting movie. It uses a lot of really good techniques and film techniques that I
Mm-hmm.
really love. It's shot wonderfully. So definitely see it if you haven't given it a shot. I think it was on Netflix for a while.
Okay.
Might be back. It's just called The Artist. That's it. That's my number 3.
We go on to number 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2 is a movie I love so much. I have a tattoo for it and the book. It is Silence of the Lambs. It's so good. I love a good murder mystery. But I love a cop thriller.
Real.
I love like cop thrillers for like TV shows, movies, and books. Um, but it's super well done. The book is fantastic. Um, Anthony Hopkins took me a second to think of that. Sir Anthony Hopkins was on the screen for like less than 15 minutes, but he's the part that everybody remembers because he did it so well.
He put that whole movie on his back.
Everybody like compares every reiteration of Hannibal to Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, you'll never top that.
No.
No.
Although Matt Mikkelsen in the TV show does a good job.
I've not seen the TV show. I hear it's good.
It's really good, but my lust for Mads Mikkelsen kind of overshadows my enjoyment of the show.
Fair.
I'm having a very intense episode this time.
We can say that.
I love the story. I love the action. I love the mystery. The bad guy is very creepy.
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
Skinny. Is that actor?
Spoilers. We're going to talk about Silence of the Lambs. Assume all the movies we're talking about. But, dude, the fucking scene where he's like, put the lotion on his... I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
It's so good. The moths.
I got a moth. I got a death head moth tattoo before it was cool, by the way, so...
Oh, yeah, dude. You're so cool, Max. I want to be just like you when I grow up.
Anyway.
Great movie. I also really love Silence of the Lambs.
The book is even better.
The book is great.
As with most, adaptations.
Silence of the Lambs was one of the first movies that I got Naomi to like watch all the way through with me and not fall asleep.
Is she the kind of person that falls asleep
Yes.
watching any movie?
Yes. Yeah. So it was awesome. Really great movie. I like it a lot too. It was going to be on my top 5 list, but you said that it was on yours. We also have to do some
honorable mentions once we're done because I just remembered like 3 movies I really like.
Okay. But yeah, it's up there for me as well. It's a great movie. That's your number 2, right?
That is my number 2.
Moving on to my number 2, which is going to be The French Dispatch by Wes Anderson. It's a more recent movie. It came out in 2021.
Haven't even heard of it.
It's really good. I like it a lot. Wes Anderson, again. Timothée Chalamet, again. Basically his whole rotating cast of actors that he uses in his movies.
Kind of like how Tim Burton has custody over Helena Bonham Carter and Johnny Depp.
Pretty much, yeah. Basically, just really, really great movie. It's an anthology, so it's like stories with it. It's like 3 stories
like Buster
within
Scruggs.
Yeah, it's like 3 stories within one movie.
Gotcha.
And my favorite one is the one with the painter. There's like a French painter who's in prison and his whole thing, and there's a prison riot. It's very fun.
Okay.
It's a great movie. It's very Wes Anderson. A lot of people when it came out were like, whoa. It was just weird. But I saw it when it came out in the theaters, and I love going to the movie theaters. It's like one of my favorite things to do.
Right.
I love going to the movies. Me and my wife try to go like once a week at least on the $5 Tuesdays. You will always catch me at a movie on a $5 Tuesday. Like, oh, yeah. It's so, like, I'm a movie club platinum member.
I need to get a movie club membership.
Movie club platinum member right here, boys. But it's awesome.
He gives us free tickets to shit very frequently.
I give Max a lot of free tickets, but
because we're both movie buffs.
It's because I guilt trip Max into going to watch movies with me. It's fun.
Well, it's movies that we both want to see.
Yeah, I like literally hit you up, was like, Nosferatu, and you were like, yeah. So we went.
Dude, it looks great.
It was so fun.
Or it looked great, and it was great. It was fantastic. I loved it.
It was amazing. I just feel like...
I think Jax has gone to see it like 3 times now.
The only reason... I've seen it 3 times. The only reason I haven't put it on my list is because recency bias. Like, I don't want it to be recency bias, but And I almost cut Dune Part 2 because of that, but it's been a year.
It's a good movie.
And it's a great
And
movie.
you're a big fan of the Dune franchise.
I am. Yeah. But yeah. Damn, I love The French Dispatch. If you haven't seen it, give it a shot. It's like if you like Grand Budapest Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that by Wes Anderson?
Have not.
Okay, that's really good too.
Wes Anderson isn't normally my vibe.
That's fair. He's not everybody's cup of tea. He's definitely my cup of tea.
Like, I don't dislike him. I just don't.
I really love the structure of his films.
I enjoy them, but I also feel like I'm not smart enough to truly enjoy them. I'm just like, yeah, foxes.
Okay, that's fair. A lot of people are like, Grand Budapest Hotel is his best work, blah, 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 blah.
I've heard really good things about it.
I think French Dispatch tops Grand Budapest Hotel. And I know that's a hot take, and that'll segue into our movie hot takes. But it's the truth.
All right.
What's your number one, Max?
This has been my number one for a long time. This is the movie that made me fall in love with the movie, like, theater experience. Super 8, produced by Steven Spielberg. I cannot remember the name of the director. I'm so sorry. It's so good, though.
I thought he directed it, too.
Maybe. I don't know.
I could have sworn he directed it.
I don't know. It's a great movie. It's got a good mystery vibe to it. The train scene in movie theaters, like, actually changed my brain chemistry.
Oh, it was J.J. Abrams.
Oh, yeah.
The guy who did Star Trek.
Fantastic director.
Yeah, great.
But I love that movie so much.
That movie is awesome, dude. I remember I went and saw that in the theaters with my parents, and it was, like, revolutionary.
Like, something about the whole cast of characters, you can connect it and love every single one of them. I think it's got a very good but subtle, I don't even know if it's subtle, maybe I'm just dumb, like, commentary on, like, grief.
No, yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I love that movie so much. I can never get over it.
What's your favorite part? Besides maybe the train crash scene?
That part was, like, my favorite part whenever I was 11 or 12, whenever it came out. I can't remember how old I was when it came out.
Yeah, that came out, like, 2010.
That was great. I liked the part with, like, the gas station because it scared the bejesus out of
2011.
Like, okay, I was like probably 12 whenever it came out. I like the gas station scene because the dumpster jump scare got everybody, including my dad, which is hard to do. My dad's a very, like, tough and stoic person. I like whenever the main kid, I can't remember his name now.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Like, finds all the missing people underneath the town,
and they're all like,
he, like, confronts the monster, and he, like, has the heart to heart with it. I cry every time.
So good.
It's such a genuinely good movie.
It's great, and I think it's crazy. Everybody, I never hear people talk about Super 8 anymore.
It's so good.
And it is literally Stranger Things is just Super 8.
No, it's not. Don't do that to Super 8. Stranger Things fucking sucks. That's a hot take. I'm just saying,
like, the plot of it, like, kids on bikes, you know, that whole, like...
That is such a gross generalization.
Solving a mystery about aliens in their town.
Let me tell you something about Stranger Things. It's the most repetitive bullshit ever. The first season was really good. 100%. Every season, Will starts having some sort of crisis. Joyce calls what it is immediately. Hopper is undergoing grief for, you know,
trauma.
His broken family. 11 is the hero at the end every time through her telekinesis, and fucking it's the same thing every season.
No, it is.
Super 8 is nothing like Stranger Things other than it's some kids who run into a monster.
Stranger Things is just dollar store Super 8.
Super 8.
They're trying to capture that lightning in a bottle and they just can't.
Super 8, those kids are just trying to make a movie. They weren't trying to figure out the mystery until it got really real. Stranger Things are like, oh, Dungeons and Dragons, let's find a monster. I'm gonna piss a lot of people off. I liked Stranger Things until I noticed how repetitive it was every season.
I watched the first season and really liked it. And then the second season...
I loved the first season. It was
second
fantastic.
Season, I was like, okay.
It was good. Which
like,
one was Bob the Brain in? That was the third season.
I don't know. I watched until it, like, got to, like, some of the weird, like, I think I'm in the fourth season of it. And I'm just like, I don't care anymore.
The only good thing about the fourth season was, like, Eddie Munson, and then everybody, like, fetishized him to the point of it being disgusting.
Yeah.
And now I can barely look at Joseph Quinn.
Fair.
But anyway, Super 8 is, at the moment, my number one.
That's a good number one, dude. I feel like that's, like,
it's a
really
fantastic movie.
Fantastic film.
What is your number one, Caleb?
My number one, greatest movie of all time, I Will Die on This Hill.
I feel like I already know this.
It's Mad Max Fury Road. I
It's not what I
fucking
expected.
adore Mad Max Fury
It's a
Road.
fantastic
George
movie.
Miller killed it. Like the movie development hell that movie was in for like 20, 30 something
Didn't it
years.
win like Best
It won
Picture?
like I don't know about. I
I know
don't
it
think
won
it
a
won
shit ton
best.
of
It
awards.
like it got nominated for like 8 Oscars. It won like 6 of them. That movie is perfect.
It's a fantastic movie.
It is the perfect
I don't like
action
car
film.
movies, but I love Mad Max Fury Road.
And I wouldn't even just call it a car movie. It's an action movie.
It is.
Like it is paced. It is literally
It's so
you press
pretty.
play on that movie. It is 45 minutes of fuck you, full octane
They just drop you
gasoline.
right into it.
45 minutes, and then there's this briefest pause of like slight exposition. Ah, shit, we gotta go
Its world
back.
building is so good, it doesn't
We
really
gotta
need
drive
that
back.
much exposition.
It's so good. Yeah, yeah. And it's just.
The world building is so well done.
Mm-hmm. Immortan Joe is such a fun, evil character.
Caleb, smash or pass Immortan Joe.
Pass. We're passing on that, bro. When they took his like ballistic vest off, and it's like all the sores and stuff all over his body. It's like, ugh.
Oh, smash or pass Peter Skarsgård in Dune. I can't remember his character's name.
Peter.
Stellan, sorry.
I'm so confused. Who are you talking about?
I don't know. He plays Bootstrap Bill in Pirates of the Caribbean. He's the fat guy who floats.
Yeah, Baron Harkonnen.
Yeah, smash
No,
or pass.
We're passing on that, bro. Crazy. But yeah, Mad Max, perfect. Mad Max Fury Road. I'm a huge fan of all the Mad Max films. My favorite of all of them is Fury Road,
right?
but Road Warrior, Mad Max 2, Road Warrior. So deep cut.
I remember watching Road Warrior with my dad whenever I
activated-
was very, very little.
We've activated my special interest, which is Mad Max.
no.
My dad was like, we were scrolling through Netflix one day when I'm like 13,
Like
12.
cars.
And no, I was like, Mad Max, what's that? And my dad is like, oh, Mad Max, that's really good. It's like this Australian movie. Came out when I was a kid, blah, blah, blah. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, we should watch it. And it's like this fucked up movie about this cop who becomes a vigilante because the world is going to shit. And like the apocalypse is slowly happening over time. And his
topical at all.
His wife and his daughter get killed by these like motorcycle gangs that are cropping up.
That's Road Warrior, right?
No, this is Mad Max 1.
Oh, okay. I've only seen Road Warrior and Fury Road. I haven't even seen Fury Road.
Mad Max 1 was like the movie that put Mel Gibson like on the like into fame because he was Australian. Like that movie was so low budget, like George Miller paid a lot of the cast and crew in beer.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like that movie, but it's really good. Like it's shot wonderful and everything. But,
I haven't seen it.
The thing is, they in America, this is like in 1978, I want to say this is when it came out or something. And in America, the producers of the film thought that the American audience wouldn't understand the Australian accent. And so they dubbed the whole movie in American accents.
That's funny.
And it tanked. It did so bad because the dub sucked.
Crikey.
Yeah, no, they took out all the Australian accents.
I can imagine it being like, crikey, Martin Joe's such a cunt, right?
Yeah, but it's like crikey, Immortan Joe is such an asshole, right?
Yeah.
Like that. And the dub was really bad, and it was so bad it tanked. It did really well everywhere else, but in America it did shit.
I mean, that was a smart idea because Americans don't like anything that isn't American,
especially back then. But and it came out like right after the oil crisis and everything, so it's like kind of topical. But anyways, so with Mad Max 2, Road Warrior in America, it released as just Road Warrior. There was no Mad Max on it at all. And that's why the vibe is so different from Mad Max 1 to Mad Max 2 Road Warrior.
My dad had it on DVD.
And it just says Road Warrior.
I remember being surprised whenever Fury Road came out. My dad's like, oh yeah, Road Warrior's, a Mad Max movie. I'm like, really?
It doesn't say Mad
With Mel
Max.
Gibson?
Yeah. Yep. And
I liked that movie. My dad has said so many times that his dream car is the Ford Falcon from Road Warrior.
That's my dream car. Yeah.
Got to talk to my dad about that.
My dream car. It's so good. The Interceptor, the black on black, so good. Road Warrior 2 or Mad Max 2 Road Warrior is great. It's a close second in like the Mad Max saga, whatever you want to call it. And I will say, shout out Furiosa, the Furiosa Mad
I
Max
haven't
saga.
seen it.
It was really good. It came out Memorial Day. I saw it opening day with my buddy Blaze. We
Love
saw it in
Blaze.
IMAX. It was wonderful. It was, I loved it. Chris Hemsworth
I
killed
heard
it.
it was really good.
It was really good. I don't know. It bombed so hard, like
Probably because
in the
America
box
doesn't like
office.
female leads.
I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know. I wish it would have done better because now there's nobody in Hollywood's going to want to touch it with a 10-foot pole for like 40 years probably.
Hmm.
But it's great. I
Oh,
love
Mad
the
Max
whole.
is a very dedicated fan base. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we didn't show up for the fucking release. It
Mhm.
made like no money.
Yeah.
It lost so much money. But
That
it is
shouldn't-
what it is. Because, like, you know, at the end of the day with movies, like, they don't give a shit about how well it's received. They care about how much it makes in the box office. That's how
Yeah.
you know if it'll get a sequel. But yeah, Fury Road, wonderful film. Tom Hardy, like, that is the hardest fucking shoes to fill. Like, this beloved character that
And he did so
was
good.
like, yeah, it's like
But Tom Hardy is-
it's like rebooting Terminator and casting somebody else as the Terminator besides Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I know a lot of people love Tom Hardy, but I still think he's so underrated as an actor.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like
think he's
there's
got
not a Tom
crazy
Hardy
range.
project I've seen that I haven't liked.
Mm-hmm.
Even like the bad Venom movies, I still like them.
Yeah, that most recent one was dog shit.
I haven't seen it because I don't want to start disliking Tom Hardy.
Yeah, that's fair. He took, dude. I don't blame him, dude. I would take $50 million to be in a shitty movie. Who
Yeah.
gives a fuck?
Exactly. Nicolas Cage, that's what he
Like,
does.
literally, yeah.
All right. Knowing us, we're going to want to do honorable mentions. So do you want to rapid fire, no elaboration, your honorable mentions, 3 of them?
3 of them.
Or do you want me to go so that way you can think
You
of
go,
yours?
because I haven't been thinking about honorable mentions at all.
All right. These are definitely my top 10. I'm only doing 3, but these are in no order. Arrival. I loved Arrival. My roommate made me watch it, and it made me cry. I loved it so much.
Great movie.
Annihilation. That one
Okay.
may be a little controversial. However,
Good.
fucking love that movie.
Really good.
The scene with the bear whenever it's like doing the other soldier's voice. Chills. So good. Love the ending. Love the story. Scott Pilgrim. Classic. Maybe it's mildly controversial. Still fantastic. I don't think there's been a movie like it. Really good.
I think it holds up pretty good, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Wallace.
I think
Wallace is me and I'm
honorable
Wallace.
mentions for me. Alien Romulus.
That's so good.
I really loved it.
I'm so happy we saw it in IMAX.
Recency bias for sure, but like, it was good.
It was very
It
faithful
held
to the
up.
original.
It held up.
The practical effects.
The practical effects. That's what does it for me, dude. I'm a practical effect little slut. I love them.
Yeah, I'm such a dirty whore for practical effects.
There's
Jurassic
another
Park,
one.
Alien.
Super bad. I fucking
I
love that movie.
Superbad.
I love Jonah
love
Hill and Michael
Superbad.
Sarah.
What'd you say?
I have no idea. Couldn't.
It's so funny.
It's just stupid.
Even if the
dude.
jokes
Like
would
that,
not fly today, it's so
that
good.
era of comedy and Seth Rogen as the cop and doing all the bullshit with Bill Hader. I was like, that whole movie is just so fucking fun to watch.
This Is the End is another movie along
Yeah.
that vein that's really good. It's so stupid that it's good.
And then, speaking of This Is the End, my third honorable mention is Hot Fuzz.
I haven't heard
It's
of that.
the only cop movie where I'm like, fuck yeah, I love cops. It's so good. It's the same director that does the This Is the End and Shaun of the Dead and
I
Hot Fuzz.
love Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, it's the same director. I forget his name is slipping me right now.
It's
but
okay.
Simon Pegg, I think.
Peck?
Pegg with
Oh.
2 G's.
Oh.
Simon Pegg. I think that's his. At least that's the actor's name. But I love Hot Fuzz. It's basically if you haven't seen it, so I'll tell you the very gist.
We said no elaboration.
No, you elaborated on yours. Fuck you.
For like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you like the
you like the
briefest,
sound of your own
the
voice.
briefest overview of Hot Fuzz. The briefest.
Hey guys, time this.
It's
It's going to
about-
be at least 5 minutes.
You know what? Fuck you, Max. I'm gonna do it in 10 seconds. Are you ready?
Okay.
Well, I'm waiting until the recording is at a
Oh,
round
yeah.
number. Okay. 2 more seconds. Okay, ready? Go. All right. It's about 2 cops that go into the countryside of the UK, and the whole town is ran by a cult, and they discover the cult. Boom.
Okay.
That's the movie, and they like shoot out. It's awesome. It's a great movie.
You know what another really good comedy is?
Mhm.
What's that horror movie with the hillbillies? The comedy one? Tucker
What?
and Dale versus Evil.
Oh, okay.
It's
yeah.
so good. I don't know.
Bro.
The vibes of Hot Fuzz reminded me of Tucker and Dale versus
We gotta
Evil.
watch Hot Fuzz because like it's legit. It's a fun watch. It's like
Yeah.
kind of a thriller, but it's funny. It's so funny, and it's sort of like dry.
like Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, it's like the dry British Shaun of the Dead humor.
So good.
It's so good. All right, I think
Right.
that's gonna wrap up the episode because
Really?
we're almost at an hour.
Okay.
We're like at 50 something minutes.
Really? Okay.
So I feel like we kind of we hit all the bases.
We
you know
do
what I'm
like
saying?
the sound of our own voices.
It's almost like we should start a podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Drop your favorite movie in the comments if you disagree with our crazy bullshit takes.
Don't dox us, though.
Don't dox us, I guess.
We're
I mean,
allowed to
you
have
can-
opinions, even if you think they're wrong.
Yeah, for sure. It's just an opinion. But I am correct about Mad Max Fury Road being a perfect movie.
It's
if you
a great
don't
movie.
if you don't think it's perfect, then watch it again because you didn't watch it.
Leave
So
reviews on the Max moment. Give me ideas on what else I should moan about.
Shout out Max Moment. Yeah, put in the comments what crazy unhinged characters you'd want included in that moment.
Yeah, give us your hear me outs. We would love to know.
Definitely.
The worse, the better.
The worse, the better. God, horrible.
Who out
All
there? I want to know who out there would smash Auntie Ethel.
Oh my God. If you would smash
tag
Auntie
form.
Ethel, put that in the comments, bro.
If you would smash Auntie Ethel, smash that like button.
Smash that like it. You know what? And with that, that's all she wrote, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Wenches and Wizards. Let's go.
Later, haters.
Deuces.